to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Here we are, game number 2 now of this 2-game series. DC up 1-0 over Team Onyx after a pretty decisive victory is a safe way to put it. Ultimately, a 17-minute victory, although to be frank, it felt like it could have even been in sooner. But in the end, DC taking care of business. We'll see how Team Onyx responds. I'm Bricky CPK, joined by Minnie once again as my co-caster. Minnie, I mean, you have hope that Team Onyx is going to be able to put up a better fight here?
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. DC's turn.
Imba Spirit.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds.
Successful with this hero as well, obviously for good reason. StarLadder Lifestealer, though. That's a great combination for Team Onyx.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Popular hero for them, so I'll just say that right off the bat.
Radiant team
Fudge.
ban.
Right.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. DC's turn to ban. Radiant team ban.
Yeah, another hero that kind of was coming to mind, the similar idea, although much less popular, Bane, actually, with the lockdown, could be considered pretty powerful against the likes of something like a Lifestealer, but
10
not too
seconds
popular of a
remaining.
hero, though.
5 seconds remaining. DC's turn to ban. Radiant team pick.
Yeah, especially early on.
10 seconds
Magnus
remaining.
banned by Onyx. I think that's understandable, as Meander is,
5
again, pretty hot in the hair
remaining.
lately, so.
Reserve time.
I apologize, guys. The overlay was wrong right there, so I just swapped it just to clarify. Yep, DC on the top here. I know, overlay issues. Onyx on the bottom, and they're going to go with Skyrath Mage. All right, I like them some silence here. Oh, some nice magic burst.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we saw Skyrath last night, actually. I want to say Team Freedom maybe even picked it up and ran it. And I think also against an Ember Spirit, sure enough. So the silence, yeah, very powerful lockdown tool against a hero that really relies on that mobility of the Remnant use. So a lot of potential to be pretty strong against him. Very American, yes. Yeah, each region has their flavor heroes, that's for sure. Winter Wyvern, okay.
Pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Shadow Fiend.
DC's turn to pick.
Yeah. Yeah, Mystic Flare, pretty insane ability. The idea, he's obviously when it comes to a support role, he's one of the most potential damage dealers out of all support heroes. You know, Leshrac may be another hero that comes to mind, but Skyrath has a lot of burst, a lot of sustain even throughout this fight. So Shadow Fiend, the fourth pick here, coming out for Team Onyx. So they got their mid option now.
Reserve time.
Lone Druid.
Radiant team ban.
Good old Sniper 2.0. And here, Resolution probably going to get his hands on it here as that short lane. And yeah, it's Team Onyx. I mean, does Onyx have a good team? I mean, is there a good counter team against
10
Alone
seconds
Druid?
remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. DC's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Mm-hmm.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Bat Rider, maybe? I mean, Bat
DC's
Rider's not
turn
banned.
to pick. Ten seconds remaining.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Brood mother.
What?
Team pick.
Abyssal Underlord.
Axe was banned. They banned it. Onyx banned it, actually. Yeah. Brood Mother, man. This is going to be the first game I get to cast, at least, with the Brood Mother. I guess maybe fun, or I don't know. A whole, she plays her own game kind of deal. Mm-hmm. Well, it seems like the DC is also a pretty split-heavy, kind of greedy lineup. You know, all their cores are just very we're gonna do our own thing kind of deal, while the others group up maybe. So I'm curious how that works for DC. Is that going to be to their advantage, or will they get kind of picked off one to one? So.
"30 seconds to battle."
Mm-hmm. Well, what are so Underlord is going bottom. Okay, gotcha.
The battle begins.
He's just too difficult to chase with the webs. Yeah. Well, let's not jump to conclusions here. Shots fired. I'm sure he's going to do fine at that bottom lane. Top lane, though, it looks like StarLadder is going to assist as well. So we do have the try versus try lane. Always fun to see. Misery doesn't have an ability just yet. It might get Rot here as he's kind of running up. Yeah, he does get the Rot. Gonna run on top of Demon. Misery needs to be careful himself, though, and actually taking some good damage. Somebody's going to die right here. Who's it going to be first? It will be Misery now. Demon just runs. All right, that was a little ambitious there, it feels like, from Pudge.
Not cool.
1-0 here, minute and a half into the game. Obviously, much better start even than the first game, that's for sure. Again, a really stomp from DC. So Onyx at least trying to make this one a lot closer, if not even pull out with a victory. So that almost kind of erased the first game in a lot of ways. So Zoxa, though, sitting off to the side. The 2-minute bounty rune not coming just yet. So just simply trying to zone him out the time being. You look at all the webs down at the bottom lane, meanwhile, that Love Yourselves having to deal with. He should be fine. Yeah, he knows his limits. You'd figure, and obviously Underlord not necessarily going to be one that deals a lot of burst damage. So
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
A soldier's fortune.
yeah, and keep an eye on to see how he does. Port coming out, it looks like. Okay, actually Skywrath pointing back to base right here. So gonna use that shrine and heal back up and get that mana back up. So perhaps gonna move elsewhere. Also getting some items delivered in the meantime. But now headed back towards the middle end, it seems like. We do got the Shadow Fiend versus the Ember Spirit. Shadow Fiend 14-1, Ember Spirit 12-0 so far, as far as the early game goes. You got Pudge somewhat nearby, level 2 of course, but he's going to rotate all the way to the bottom. Unfortunately, he's going to be seen, though. Talk about that Observer Ward already being placed, so not going to be getting too much. Unless, I guess if he just plants the jungle, though. Like we find, unless he rotates back to the middle lane.
Most gracious.
Yeah, Mystery just charging in, too. Cannot make the play, though. Yeah, Shadow Fiend obviously pretty vulnerable. If he gets a hook on him, that Rod on top, I mean, Shadow Fiend gonna have a tough time getting away, so we'll see if they go for that or not. Meanwhile, top lane, Soxa, Arcane Bolt, just simply gonna walk it off, though. He has that Arctic Burn if need be to help him get away. But he's gonna be fine, so. Yeah, middle lane matchup, though, it seems like it's a slight advantage for Shadow Fiend, but pretty close overall. Is that what you would expect? There's the easy hook. Yeah, the root just started off. He's going to throw out some rage just so that you're coming with me. That's not going to happen. Down. Big start, and you see Shadow Fiend pointing back to the middle lane immediately, trying to get some harassment onto the Ember Spear, but missing, at least just getting some last hits in there. So yeah, good news though for DC. Taking out the Shadow Fiend there. Top lane Resolution, I assume he's doing pretty well. Yep, he's 22-6 up here. Understandably doing pretty damn well. He also has that support nearby up Soxa, playing the Winter Wyvern, so of course that's helping him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
There is comfort.
Yeah, deciding to go with that instead. You see the Splinter Shot used, or Splinter Blast, excuse me, the middle lane, but not really any follow-up. Again, Misery's sitting in the middle lane. Saw the setup earlier with those searing chains into the hook, but you can't really get the angle right now. Still going to roam around and see about making a move. There is no vision currently from Onyx here in their own jungle, so they could fall victim if not careful. Underlord, it seems like he could be the target. Meanwhile, Shadow Fiend taking out a little bit of the jungle right there, gets that bottle delivered. It's important to have, and he'll go ahead and bottle up a bounty rune. At least he's running to. We'll see Slaughter ninjas at first. Yep. He actually ninja'd it. I love it. Teamwork, guys. Come on. Can't blame him, yeah. All right, so the Spiderlings are out for Moon Meander. He's overall doing very well. He's the top on his team right now as far as creep score goes. But yeah, you see that Firestorm being used, trying to clear out the Spiderlings the best that he can. And doing a good job, though, of evading it. Yeah, so a pretty slow start here to this game. Obviously only 1-1 currently, about 7.5 minutes in, but you figure that probably favors DC more than anything. Again, with their lineup, they're pretty evasive, it feels like.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
No, the Requiem being channeled. He will get it off at the end. Going for the turn call to Misery. At least he misses the one raise, and that may be the difference maker. Oh, he actually kills himself with the rod. Flea ends up surviving in the end, but at least Misery denied himself with those skills right there with activating the rod. Now, it can be frustrating sometimes, but it's kind of good for both sides, I guess, in a way. Top lane. Yeah, Scarab's in a very curious spot. They're going to go into Mason. Now, Scarab's exposing himself. The Cold Embrace used on the bear right there. And now Dubu is in that trouble spot. Mason, meanwhile, infests the creep, pops on out. The Spearfarer still has plenty of life. Not really that worried about it. Soxa's still chasing down Dubu off to the side. And Dubu will end up falling on that Skywrath mage. Demon thinks about, but... Oh, the hook hits right there from Misery, but not enough damage. However, the follow-up, and he ends up going down. And they lose the Spearfarer. He spawns a new one, of course. But now Soxa on the run. Another raise coming up. Needs one more. Cold Embrace will save for the time being. The second raise hits, though. And Flea gets the kill. But at what cost? He's going to go down. The lone Druid at least. And it ends up being an exchange right there.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay, no. Not gonna catch him. Ooh, the creep coming out. That range creep, man. He's like, I got this. The hook's gonna miss right there. And there goes the Dark Rift. So Lovey Soul should be fine. They do not have enough damage to take him out. They're not even gonna really try. And he will afford out in time. But this should be a tower push now.
Dire's middle tower
At least.
is under attack.
Meander leading the way with the Hand of Midas, by the way, that he now has. So That's the good news there as he's jumping up to the top arm of the game. Middle lane, Silence coming down a lone druid, and Crush comes out as a follow in the race to finish him off there. Nice pick on a Resolutions, taking advantage of everyone else being at the bottom lane. They're counter pushing. So yeah, that seems like the control early on and favoring Onyx so far.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
So Broodmother, well, what's his typical build? How do we?
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, he's living at that bottom lane, but Broodmother, I feel like he tends to do that with all the web creations and stuff. So we do see a Veil finish on Ember Spear. That's pretty routine stuff going on there. And Dragonlance being picked up a Lone Druid as far as his first item. And he is level 10, by the way, so there we go with that 200 extra attack range. Veil Lone Druid now. So it has begun as far as the talent tree here, Sniper 2.0. Broodmother. He's kind of out throughout the jungle. It's almost as if they want to maybe go for some kind of jump. He is going to go to the Ancients, actually. But no, actually, is he in trouble? Silence comes out, but he's too fast. Yeah. Obviously, the haste rune. Sometimes it makes you feel invincible, and we've seen that before where you feel invincible and all of a sudden you get caught by a stun and then you're dead shortly after, but in that case, obviously he survives. Jeez. Yeah, the highest in the game right now. Underload and Shadow Fiend right behind him at 12. But yeah, Broodmother seems like he is excelling quite a bit. And the Hannah Minus also assisting with that top lane. They're setting up some sort of gank with that Pudge, but unfortunately for them, Mason as well as Dubu, they fall back. Gonna give them any easy chance. You do see Lifestealer. He has the Armlet finish. The Desolator gonna be worked on next for him. So seems like he is progressing pretty well. How's Moonbeater doing down here? He's gonna steal the Pioneer right in front of Demon and says, "See ya." Is this a kill? Oh no! Oh no! Run, Moon! Run, Moon Meander! Raise hits. And a shrine used, yeah. Ember Spirit. Yeah, he's pretty deep right here. There comes the Silence. Now he's in a lot of trouble. Bit of L's locking him down as well. But nice Winter's Curse, though, and that will help him get out. As, yeah, deceived them. So he's thanking his teammate right there for sure. He puts the Remnant down. He's TPing back. He's ready to come back in, though, if anything else happens. But at least he's survived. And again, that's DC winning, I feel like.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Oh yeah, yeah. Go ahead and do that. I guess my setup wasn't as I thought it was. I've changed some things, so go ahead and put that on there. Oh, Demon, he's in trouble. Fear coming out. Ember Spirit thinking about chasing him down. Nice question at the last second. Ain't gonna be enough that range on Sniper 2.0, aka Lone Druid, just a little bit too much. The Remnant out from Ember Spirit. And the Spirit Bear are going to be more than fine. You see Resolution, there's the hook from Misery off to the side. And now Resolution going to pound out some more auto attacks. Alpha Mason going to go for the TP, not going to happen though. He gets rooted in place, and that will secure the kill most likely. Unless, okay, he jumps on his teammate right there, never mind. On to Underlord. Now Underlord on the run, but Underlord could be in some trouble. Dark Rift, they're trying to get it off in time. Do they have the damage to burst him down before? Yes, they do. Down he goes, and that means the kill on Mason, most likely they get him as well. And there's the 2 for nothing. That took a while, but they finally get it. And then meanwhile, Moomy in his bottom lane, obviously continuing to do his thing. Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is falling.
Ready to go. The Requiem right on top. Not enough damage initially. The second raise hits, but it's still not enough damage. However, the Arcane Bolt ain't going to be enough either. There's a Cold Embrace to save the day. If anything, get that regen and he'll be fine. Meanwhile, the Winter's Curse onto Spyrath, and he just melts the Shadow Fiend. He is playing it well, and they like that. Bot's finished on Ember now. That would have sucked. Yeah, he had a Remnant ready to go to, but I gotta say that was also very good patience by Dubit. I was watching that kind of take place, and he was letting Underlord do enough damage initially before he just came out and used the silence. He could have used the silence for a good 3 seconds right there, but he was waiting until the appropriate time. So yeah, good patience coming out. And they do secure the kill on Ember Spirit. But again, more time being had by Broodmother. You mentioned the Echo Saber, the Vlads. I was kind of wondering, as actually he's going to BKB next, but I've noticed that, you know, he's kind of one of these heroes, though, where you get a TP against, and ideally you can get out before he kills you. Does he get something like a Basher? Is that worthwhile?
For
Broodmother.
For Broodmother, yeah, his Basher is definitely something that they can look towards as well. Echo Saber plus Basher is very nice, but it looks like he's going to go BKB, so he's sort of focusing less about killing, but more in terms of sort of team fights when he does have to sort of look to group up, and BKB is definitely a lot more useful than Basher here, but definitely something that he could go for, perhaps after BKB, and Underlord is coming out. Misery here as well.
He's in trouble. Misery. Okay, not going to hook through that, though. He's going to let Broodmother do his thing. Pops the mech. Going for the Dark Rift. Ain't going to be enough, though. And yeah, just remember just in case to secure it, so no chance really.
They did find Wyvern mid, though, with the StarLadder, with his recently picked up Blink Dagger, so what's that?
Yeah, they do, and they're going to push middle now.
Just quickly, I need to, when I do, is it voice chat team open mic? Is that what I need to do, yeah?
It is
or
the
party.
team one.
It's alright,
yeah.
Sweet. Right, then we're all good then.
Alright. Middle lane, Broodmother. He's looking to set things up, perhaps. Just going to farm it out as they will retreat. They do get the tower kill. However, have to fall back pretty quickly. You see Lone Druid, he is level 15 now, so again, that's really the check mark there. Now 65 added damage on top of the Maelstrom that he just finished with the Dragonlance to go with it. So he's hitting really hard now, pretty damn fast, and he's got that range. So really Onyx has a fair amount to worry about. As far as positives go, Shadow Fiend is farming pretty well.
They have the blink, I think that's the biggest thing, and now they can kind of set up and make a lot of plays with this Lifestealer whenever Infest is off cooldown, and StarLadder is sitting right behind him, so they're looking to go right about now. When it's off cooldown, yeah, ping's coming out. Demon's like, jump in me, Mason, come on, man. He's gonna push one more wave, then they're gonna go. But yeah, this allows him to do, and he's actually picked up an early Mithril Hammer. I don't know if this is gonna be a Deso from this StarLadder, but I don't know how he farmed Mithril Hammer actually. He was struggling to find.
Oh,
was that a bug?
Yeah,
What was
he
that buzz?
gave it. I guess he was holding.
Ah, right. It was like,
Or,
I was like, how did he get a mithril hammer? Like, yeah. He obviously it was Lifestealer's mithril hammer, and now
it.
obviously
Didn't want to show it yet,
Lifestealer.
I guess.
Yeah.
And
I
sneaky
was
with
about
it.
to say.
Okay. Here's a jump. Resolution. That's a target. Ooh, they just don't see him though. They didn't really have the best vision of him, and ain't gonna go. I thought for sure the way he was sprinting in right there, that was gonna be a jump, but can't capitalize. Lone Druid just walks away, and instead Onyx will have to rotate back on their side. They've been seen, by the way, and yeah, they're gonna be collapsed on. Weak catches Skyrath in the background. Out comes the Mystic Flare, though. He's gonna be hooked back, trying to keep alive as well as a bunch of scripts gonna be used on top of that. And now we will walk away. So very good save from the team support right there. Mumian in the front lines, meanwhile, as they picked off Skyrath. He's kind of zoning out the rest. Good teamwork from DC.
Again, Saxo, man, like he's seeming to be my MVP honestly with these curses, with these cold embraces. Just solid, everything really good. But I think what Onyx needs to do actually is that I think this Broodmother is kind of creeping in to be actually talking to him. They might try and catch this SF.
They have vision detection, of course they do. In comes, look at that. He sets up the angle for the hook too. That was well played by Mumian, even on top of that.
Yeah, I think Onyx needs to try and kill this Broodmother. He's like level 19 now. He's hasn't really died once this whole game. I think there's kind of a big money pot on this Broodmother. I think they need to try and cash it in as soon as possible. They're trying to find trades elsewhere, but I think with Broodmother kind of playing quite aggressively and quite greedy in the enemy jungle, that's the place to do. And Radiant scan, but obviously they scan actually on top of Roshan, so not going to be spotted, but they know what's up and I don't think they can contest it either, even if they did know. So
sorry, I apologize right here. I'm having some issues right here, so I'm just trying to fix them real quickly. Not sure exactly what just happened.
We have a Lifestealer with Desolator now. He looks like he's going to be building like an Echo Saber, but with Aegis being picked up by Lone Droid now, it looks like DC are willing to go high ground, and with like a Lone Droid with crazy range, obviously with his Dragon Lance, they should be able to siege very easily without much kind of rebuttal. Yeah, Wyvern might spot out this Lifestealer. Yeah, he puts the ward down and
Okay, should be good now. Sorry about that, guys. I'm not sure what exactly happened right there, but should be back. Luckily, not missing any action. We had that hiccup there, so. 23 minutes in, though. Here comes the top secondary tower push. Again, you see the split push bottom lane from Wii coming out. But, of course, he can join the party ASAP if he needs to. They're going to try to jump at the bottom lane, but they lose their secondary in the meantime. And now the push even going to continue to go further here. Favor of DC as they're going to start sieging into the base. But yeah, he's already made his way out actually on the Ember Spirit, and now he's pushing out the middle lane. So the split push really has come online after DC. This is what I was worried about for Onyx in the sense that DC, now they have Lone Druid, Ember Spirit, and Broodmother all have pretty damn good farm, and they could literally just push lanes by themselves now.
I like Moon's decision as well. He's actually sticking with the team. He's got BKB, so he can actually be a threat in these team fights. Normally we see Broodmothers kind of trying to do their own thing and play their own kind of game, but Moon's deciding that they can win the team fight as 5, so there's no need for him to sort of split push and not help his team. So I like the decision here from Moon, and they take down the tower, and Rax are going to be next on the agenda.
There we go. The ranged Rax take us a good damage right here from the Lone Druid, just sitting from a distance. Got the Spirit Bear being somewhat of a tank. Demon trying to kill it at least, but nope, the Cold Embrace will save it. I'm going to say if you want to kill it, you really got to commit to this. So he's going to be fine. And as a team, DC will somewhat play it safe right now, start falling back. As you have Broodmother, BKB, that 10-second BKB ready to go. And looking for the appropriate opening. So neither team is overcommitting right here, but obviously the range tracks being just about dead. Favoring DC quite a bit again. Now you have Wii pushing out the bottom lane, and again he's going to be able to join.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go. Right back. So really, I mean, what does Onyx do here? Like they just need to find the jump, but
I think they have to jump on the Wyvern. Wyvern is the key target, I think, if they can catch him, perhaps with the smoke.
No, they're going to get the bear. They're going to try and take over the bear.
Not with Cold Embrace. There you go.
Oh, jeez, that Witcher's curse on a demon.
That's why they need to catch the Wyvern, otherwise that's going to happen every single time. And with StarLadder dead, they did not need to worry about anything. They can just go high ground now and kill the Rax.
Oh, jeez. Now the melee Rax, it is vulnerable, and yeah, really can't they stop the big initiation as mentioned. The hook onto Lord. He gets pulled back, and he's in trouble. Volva going to be killed, and despite that mech use right there, ain't enough to keep him alive. And now they're going to go right for the Melee Rex yet again and truly finish it off. Or maybe not. DC's like, we could just dive them at this point. We're feeling pretty good. Unstable Hunger up here for the Broodmother. As a buyback happens from Underlord. So all 5 are back up, but again, they got the rack, so all the webs being down, and DC going to now rotate to the middle lane as Weeport's back, but he's going to be joining them with the Remnant here. Anyways, and yeah, look at the sustain too. With the Cold Embrace, able to heal people up throughout these fights. I mean, they just can't push them back. It's just really feels so unfortunate for Onyx here.
I think they need to do some kind of crazy smoke play and go attack around the back. Because, like, with Lone Droid Bear up on the front, with Broodmother, with BKB up on the front, they're not going to be able to catch the Wyvern without sort of being stopped by the sort of the frontliners. They need to sort of smoke and get on the background. And I think Wyvern is the key target, particularly with these Cold Embrace Shades. Like, if they go on anyone else, Wyvern's going to save him. Plus, then they're going to turn it with Winter's Curse, so he has to be the key target here. But they're not smoking up, and they're going to get spotted here.
There you go. Jump onto Ember. Unfortunately this time, just a little bit too late though. Obviously Remnant's out pretty quickly. Gonna be fine. Demon's still chasing. He wants to make something happen. Flea also there as well. Sentry put down though. Now Misery missing the hook. Falling back, but they destroy that ward ASAP. And Misery will just keep running. Glimmer Cape popped right there. Seamoth taking some attack damage himself. They do pick off Winter Wyvern, but he's there for 45 seconds. No buyback. Kind of the Remnant over the ledge. The hook actually hits life, so he's trying to hook his teammate, I'm pretty sure. Just save him if anything, but Moomy in the flank, going after the Underlord. Does he have enough damage? Yes, they do. Resolution sitting from the uphill, of course, pounding in the auto attacks. They got Shadow Fiend earlier, and that's the GG well played. Ultra kill for Resolution throughout all of it to truly finish it off. I mean, DC, though, they just came online with a split push, and it couldn't be stopped.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen that last fight there, they killed the Wyvern, which they needed to do, but at the end of the day, like, they're still so far behind that, you know, that Lone Droid was doing loads of damage, so was the Broodmother. They had a tricore there from DC, all had loads of farm, which just shouldn't be the case, really, and I think it goes back to kind of similar to what happened in Game 1. I mean, Game 2 was definitely